All right, so now we're going to get into the ABCs of behavior. This is from a behavioral perspective, from my applied behavior analysis, education, and training. Now, just to preface, I am not a BCBA, a board certified behavioral analyst. With that, there's a lot of other requirements. To be honest, I wouldn't even be able to give this presentation to you if I were an official BCBA. I do have a master's degree in applied behavior analysis. So my thing is that I can give the information, and also I could put in the child development perspective, which has always been my perspective just in general, to take child development or early childhood education and applied behavior analysis to put things together, because a lot of times the behavior field does not embrace the child development field, and vice versa. Child development doesn't embrace ABA. So I thought to be that, that kind of person in the middle to bring the family together, right? It's kind of like those cousins that are family, but they don't get along. Yeah, that's child development and behavior analysis. All right, moving forward. The ABCs of behavior, they show a pattern of behavior, and most importantly, the reason the behaviors happen. Always remember that the ABCs of behavior, they show a pattern of the reason that these behaviors happen. The first one is antecedent. That's the A. That's what happens before the behavior. And then you have the behavior itself: hitting, biting, screaming, etc. Just the happening or the doing. Think of the behavior as the action. When studying the ABCs of behavior, we don't include feelings or emotions, like anger, bad attitude, being uncooperative. These are non-behavioral terms. They're an aspect of it, but when we're speaking behaviorally, these don't matter. We're just talking about what happens before, and then the consequence, which happens after the behavior. Once again, we don't talk about emotion. We're just talking about just the behavior itself, what happens before and what happens after. And the behavior field, the whole aspect is to not think about the emotional part of it. A lot of times we get that whole thing where, oh, they're doing it because they're getting on my nerves, or they're trying to sass, or nah. We're just trying to figure out exactly what happened before the behavior and then what happens after the behavior. This has been brought to you by Pathfinder Child Development, building blocks to help children move forward.